the faculty. Guests, after the ceremony, please remain at your seats until the recessions are completed. Family and friends, photographs may be taken from your seats, but please do not move about during the ceremony. Graduates, a professional photographer will take your picture twice during the ceremony. Please stop on the X in the middle of the stage as you cross the stage, and then again as you exit the stage. We ask that graduates refrain from carrying any flags, banners, or signs with you as you cross the stage to avoid disrupting the occasion. In the unlikely event of an emergency today, we will make an announcement from the stage and ask you to follow directions from building security and university police. Commencement is a special and important occasion for the graduates and for all of you who have come here, many from a long distance, to witness this memorable event. Names of the graduates will be called at a pace that will keep the proceedings moving as quickly as possible. Every family wants to hear the name of their graduate called. Please give all graduates and their family and friends the opportunity to hear their names. Certainly, we all feel like cheering when our special graduate crosses the stage, but that may prevent others from hearing the name of their graduate. In fairness, the last graduate today should be granted the same attention and respect as the very first. Finally, out of respect for all the great accomplishments of all of our graduates, please silence all cell phones now. Your cooperation will be very much appreciated in making this occasion one of dignity and decorum befitting Georgia Southern University. Now, please rise as you are able for the processional. Thank you.
Good morning. Please remain standing as you are able for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. I am Kyle Morero, president of Georgia Southern University, and I have the great honor as serving here today as the Master of Ceremonies. On behalf of Georgia Southern University's faculty, staff, students, administrators, and especially our class of 2024, I welcome you to our spring commencement ceremony. First, I want to thank Brett Okoye, a junior studying vocal performance, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Great job. Second, I want to recognize some distinguished guests we have with us today. Representing the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, Regent Everett Kennedy, and the Chancellor of the University System of Georgia, Dr. Sonny Perdue. Thank you for joining us today. Graduates, congratulations on your special day, where we recognize the importance of this occasion in your life. You've navigated through the college journey, facing its distinctive challenges with resilience. Today, as we celebrate your success, I couldn't be prouder of your accomplishments. You, our graduates, deserve great recognition. So let us take a moment in appreciation of the efforts of all those who have helped you along the way. Graduates, please take this opportunity to turn, wave, and thank your family and friends who are here today to celebrate your accomplishment. Thank you, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, Aunt, Uncle, siblings, cousins, and anyone that missed the Kiwanis Rodeo. You're in the wrong place. This graduation is a momentous occasion for Georgia Southern University as well as for all of you today. You are part of history at Georgia Southern University. Approximately 4,200 students will graduate this semester with associates, baccalaureate, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. Before we get to our speakers today, I want to call attention to a couple items in your program. First, I want to recognize the members of the platform party who are listed on page 15 of our commencement program. Second, I want to call attention to the university's values, mission, and vision listed on page 5 of your program. You see, at Georgia Southern, these are more than just words on a document. They are our map, our guiding principles for which we stand and the environment in which we must foster. We strive every day to model our values of collaboration, academic excellence, discovery and innovation, integrity, openness and inclusion, and sustainability. We work every day to enhance the global impact of our students, faculty, staff, and alumni. And every day we call for a culture at Georgia Southern where every one of you and every one of us understands the critical role we each play in achieving the goals of the institution and ultimately the success of you, our students. At the front line of these efforts are our faculty, who provide a critical connection for our students and who are individually mentors to these graduates. Each graduate will have their own very special story about a professor whose inspiration and interest shaped their success, not only in college, but also in their careers in ways that will be appreciated even more as your future unfolds. Caring faculty committed to the success of students is a hallmark of Georgia Southern University. I ask now that the faculty of Georgia Southern University please rise. To the graduates, I say please show your thanks and applaud these dedicated individuals who have guided you along your journey. Thank you, faculty. You may be seated. I would now like to invite our Student Government Association President, Mr. Blake Robinson, who is graduating tomorrow, to the podium to congratulate our graduates. Blake?
Thank you, President Marrero, and I look forward to graduating tomorrow with those of you that aren't here today, but, you know, I'll see some poli-sci majors and whatnot. But anyways, Georgia Southern faculty, staff, administration, and my fellow students, we've come a long way, but the day has finally arrived. We are finally the graduating class of 2024. Come on now, yeah, give it up, give it up. Because we've been through a pandemic, a presidential election, social upheaval, the likes of which we haven't seen in the U.S. in a decade, the establishment of a new normal. But while this was all going on around us, we were right here in Statesboro, Georgia, just trying to pull ourselves out of bed each morning to get to class so that we could finally get our degree. While the world outside our campus was turning, we were here going to class every day and just enjoying our lives, but now that's over. We can't go back to it, and we can't ignore it, and we can't ignore the world anymore. We have to face it. We have to face that the world we're walking into is a wild one. It's a world where anything can happen, and that's not a bad thing. It's just life. Now, I'm not even pretending to know what each of you went through or even what you will face after you walk across this stage, but I know this. We are all starting a new chapter in our lives. Some of us, myself included, are headed to grad school. Some of us are headed for full-time jobs and careers, and some of us have no idea what we're doing after this. And no matter where you lie on this spectrum, the truth is that all 860 of us are taking one big step forward into tomorrow. If you're scared, that's okay. So am I. If you're just ready to go, that's okay. So am I. But no matter how you feel, you did it. You are the reason you are sitting here today. You are the reason you wear this cap and gown and all the regalia that you have on today. And no matter what the world throws at you, remember this moment. Remember this place, remember the people, and when you go forward and build the world of tomorrow, remember where it all started. Remember that person who told you to join that club, fraternity, or sorority, program, or internship. Remember the memories you made and how it shaped you as a person. But most importantly, remember this. The education you have received from this institution has prepared you for the world ahead. Now, I promise you, President Marrero didn't ask me to say that, but it's true, and I can swear by that. So my fellow graduates, as we all take this next step forward into tomorrow, I want to ask all of you to commit to one principle. Don't be distracted by the swirling storm of the world. Just focus on sailing your course through it. Stay on course. Do what gives your life meaning, no matter how big or small. Do it. Let the world do what it wants, but just remember that as an eagle, you must always soar. So thank you all, and congratulations, my fellow graduates.
Thank you, Blake, and thank you for your profound leadership of SGA this year, and congratulations. Now I have the pleasure of introducing the president of our Alumni Association, Ms. Danette Thornton, to offer congratulations. Danette?
Thank you, Dr. Marrero. Good morning. As your Alumni Association president, and on behalf of my fellow alumni here in the prettiest little stadium in America and across the world, we congratulate you, the class of 2024 on this momentous accomplishment. For me, this is a special day because a number of my mentees that I've had through our Alumni Association are graduating this week. So Zane Kite, Jamar Lincoln, Brandon Frazier, and a special shout out to Emma Harden, who I've seen grow up since her and her mom and I were in PTA together in elementary school. Congratulations to you all. I'd like to ask my fellow alumni in the audience today to please stand and wave your hand. Graduates, this and more than the 147,000 alumni around the world are the community that you are joining, and it's an honor to be here today and welcome you as the newest members of the Georgia Southern University Alumni Association. As a sports business professional, being in a packed stadium is one of my favorite things to see. There are athletes that get to celebrate, There are athletes that get to celebrate in stadiums and arenas year-round. All eyes on them. But today, all of you have the opportunity to bring your family and friends together in Paulson Stadium to celebrate the hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance you have all shown over the past few years. Today, all eyes are on you. For some of you, you are earning your first degree from Georgia Southern. For others, you are joining a special group of alumni that are double eagles. Whether your path has been, you are starting a lifetime as a member of a group of alumni recognized as innovative, groundbreaking, service-minded, and without a doubt, accomplished individuals. One of which, who is also a double eagle and a dear friend of mine, will deliver our commencement address here shortly. In our years at Georgia Southern, if our years at Georgia Southern have taught us anything, it's taught us to appreciate community. And I'm here to tell you the Georgia Southern alumni community is a strong one and a fun one to be a part of. Whether you remain in the state of Georgia, travel across the country or abroad, lean on the Alumni Association to connect you with other Eagles and back to the institution that we all love. Your time at Georgia Southern does not end today. I'll close with a few words from our alma mater. As through these gates we travel, and though our ways must part, our Georgia Southern memories will keep within our hearts. Again, welcome to the Alumni Association. Go Eagles and Hail Southern.
Thank you so much, Jeanette. We are so very proud of our alumni and the continued support they provide to Georgia Southern University. Speaking of alumni, graduates, guests, and friends, please help me welcome today's commencement speaker, Dr. Alton Standifer, a Georgia Southern graduate who is a highly accomplished higher education leader. Dr. Standifer currently serves as the Vice Provost for Inclusive Excellence and Chief of Staff to the Provost at the University of Georgia. In this role, he leads a focused effort to develop and implement strategies and initiatives designed to advance academic excellence goals and create an environment at the institution where faculty, staff, and students feel that they can learn, grow, and thrive. He is also responsible for matters related to the university's institutional accreditation and organizational effectiveness. Dr. Standifer joined the University of Georgia in 2014 and served in various roles within the admissions office. He joined the staff of the Office of the President in 2019 as the Assistant to the President and was then named Deputy Chief of Staff to the President in 2022. In that role, he managed the day-to-day operations of the President's office and advised the President on matters involving community engagement, inclusive excellence, and faculty, staff, and student affairs. Prior to his time at UGA, he taught middle school math and coached basketball in his hometown of Monticello, Georgia. Dr. Standifer earned his PhD in Public Administration and Policy at UGA, where he now serves as an adjunct faculty member. He is a double Eagle graduate of Georgia Southern with a bachelor's degree in middle grades education and a master's degree in higher education administration, where he also served as student body president here at Georgia Southern, a Southern ambassador, a SOAR leader, RAC student worker, and was member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. He also served as president of the Georgia Southern Alumni Association Board of Directors. Yes, Alton Standiford is true blue. His love and passion for his alma mater knows no bounds, and we are honored to welcome him. Please give a warm Eagle Nation welcome to Dr. Alton Standiford.
It is getting hot up here, but please keep on all of your clothes. President Marrero, let me start by thanking you and your administration, the faculty and staff of this fantastic institution, as well as our state elected officials, members of the Board of Regents, Regent Kennedy, Chancellor SP3 himself, affectionately known as Big Buddy. I so greatly appreciate the opportunity to be here and deliver this speech. I love Georgia Southern, simply put. And being able to stand here on this stage as your commencement speaker, it means more to me than you all will ever know. I also want to thank my family and friends for being here. Great supporters of UGA. Mr. Mark Wilcox is here with my in-laws and my parents. But the one person I have to thank most is my amazing wife. Irk Russell said something that I have recently come to appreciate. He said, there's something about being in Statesboro on a Saturday night after an Eagle win. He said, the beer's a lot colder and the girls are a lot prettier. And when I saw my wife, I knew he wasn't lying. To all of our graduates and your families, congratulations. Let's give these graduates a resounding round of applause. I mean, when I think of your journey, you started college in the middle of COVID, and you're finishing college in the middle of whatever you call what we have going on in the world right now. During that dash, though, you've had some pretty cool experiences here at Georgia Southern. You got to witness us deliver a big L to a Power 5 football program in Lincoln, Nebraska. You had concerts by Cole Swindell and 2 Chainz in the same semester. And to top it all off, I hear that the county line has gotten a lot closer as Bullock is no longer a dry county. I could offer you a few back in my day stories, but in the interest of time, let me just say y'all are blessed. With all of these amazing things that have happened during your time on campus, I really hope that you'll look fondly back on your time here in Statesboro. When you think about your experiences, I hope you don't think about the aggravating moments, the ones that caused you angst, but I hope you'll think about the people that you got to spend them with. When I think back on the times that I had to be at the rack, opening the doors at 5 a.m., I don't think about how aggravating it was. I think about how crazy Lashika, America Mink, and Gene Sherry had to be to trust that after a Thursday night in Statesboro, we were going to be at the rack on time to open the doors for students. When I think back to my days as SGA president, I don't think about all of my fights with the editors of the Georgian. I do think about the laughs I had with people like Dr. Quarles, Dr. Ashley, Dr. Garrett Green, Catherine Hilson, who would always try to calm me down when I was angry at a critical article that had been written about our administration. Whether you think back on a sorority formal, traveling to Shro with your friends and your orientation team, traveling to the surrounding counties to do your in-service teaching, the most memorable parts, it won't be being aggravated about having to write those scripted lesson plans. Yeah, it's some people that feel me. It'll be the people that you got to take those rides with, because I still remember the times that me, Marcia Duggan, Rachel Moser, Heather Adams, and others would pile in a car, drive over to Effingham County, complain about our practicum supervisors, but the lasting part of that experience is the memories that I've built with those outstanding educators. Now, I know that many of you made some pretty spectacular memories last night. There are many things that I remember about my commencement ceremony. One is not Overcast that we're getting right now. I remember standing in the back near the TED before the TED was there, singing the hymn with other members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. But what I don't remember is who was the commencement speaker and what they talked about. And so understanding how y'all feel right now and knowing that I've got 3 more of these speeches that I have to sit through this week, since I can't be memorable, I'm going to do my best to be brief. I'm also going to give you the punchline of this speech at the very beginning. And that is, when you're giving the choice, make the choice to invest in people. I want to share a quick story with you. A story about a man named Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul frequently visited his local grocery store. There, he engaged with a cashier that he grew fond of. The young man, he was a hard worker, always welcomed Mr. Paul with a smile. Mr. Paul one day asked this young man, "Where are you going to college?" The young man, he was filled with pride that this powerful figure, this well-known community man, would think that he had what it took to earn a college degree. The young man would tell Mr. Paul, "I'm not sure, but if I decide, I'll let you know." Mr. Paul would repeatedly ask this young man that question until one day he had an answer. He told him where he was going to college. Mr. Paul, with this huge grin on his face, he said, "That's fantastic." Mr. Paul went on to put a $100 bill in this young man's hand, and once the young man realized what he did, he chased after him. He said, "This is way too much of a tip for me helping you with your groceries." Mr. Paul went on to say, "It's not a tip, it's an investment." He said, "I know good stock when I see it, and I want to get in on the ground floor while I can still afford it." As time went on, Mr. Paul would continue to check in, invest in, mentor, and encourage this young man. He would serve as a mentor, advocate, and supporter. Mr. Paul and this young man, they had a lot of differences. Mr. Paul's wife was a Republican elected official. This young man's uncle was the Democratic mayor of the small town that Mr. Paul lived in. Mr. Paul was a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan. This young man, he was Georgia Southern, true blue through and through. Mr. Paul owned businesses. This young man struggled to mind his own business. See, Mr. Paul was a great example of investing in people because he didn't let where the kid grew up, what his political beliefs were, how much money he had, or even his favorite school impact whether or not he would invest in him. He saw a young man with promise and knew that he could impact his life. And so that's my recommendation to all of you. As you leave Georgia Southern, make the choice to invest in the people around you. Because when you invest in people, maybe, just maybe, the person that you invest in will give you a return on that investment that positively impacts you, that person, their family, your community, and your state. You see, when you invest in people, maybe, just maybe, the person you invest in won't just go to Georgia Southern. They may go there and be a 2-time student body president. They may graduate and return to their hometown as an educator. They may return to Georgia Southern and earn a master's degree, go on to work at the state's flagship institution. If you invest in people like Mr. Paul, maybe, Your son will get to recommend them for a job with a nationally recognized college president at a top 20 public institution. If you invest in people like Mr. Paul, maybe, just maybe, the person that you encouraged to go get 1 degree will end up with 3. Maybe, just maybe, if you invest in people like Mr. Paul, that young man will get to return to his alma mater, a place that he loves dearly, and deliver the commencement address to the class of 2024 in the prettiest little stadium in America. I'm the young man in the grocery store that Mr. Paul invested in. So as I stand here today, I want to say thank you, Mr. Paul. I also want to encourage you all to think of the Mr. Pauls in your life. Think of the people who have helped you get to today. And then when you leave here, make the conscious effort that you will be Mr. Paul for someone else. To those graduating from the Parker College of Business, you may be wondering what an investment in people can do for you. Let me tell you, your college is named after an astute businessman who I frequented one of his businesses right here on Lanier Drive. And those fountain cokes, they helped me get through a lot of papers and an insect project in Dr. Mondor's class. But he would tell you that a business that doesn't have good people is a business that's preparing to fail. To those of you graduating from the College of Education, some of you will be the greatest image of success that students ever see in their life. You get the chance to invest in them. Let me be clear on why I chose this point for today's address. Because I have no concern about your ability to go out into the world and do the jobs that you're going to be hired for. I have no concern that you've got what it takes to be the best in your field of study. Teachers, I'm not worried about you passing the GACE or the Praxis or whatever we call the exam these days. I know you're earning a degree from Georgia Southern. So you've been prepared with what it takes to go out and excel in your career. What I'm worried about is the fate of our world. But I know if you all take what you've learned here at Georgia Southern and you invest it in people, our world will be a much better place. We're good on divisiveness in this country and in our world. But if you all can seek to encourage someone, assume positive intentions in people. Be a leader. Be a light. Be an eagle. The world, we have plenty of hate in it. Find a reason to be a good friend. So whether you can think of a Mr. Paul in your life or not, I challenge you to try to be one for those that you engage with. Plant trees under whose shade you will never stand. Because if you can't think of a Mr. Paul in your life, I can tell you about one. They're the people who in 1906 went to Savannah, Georgia, to the DeSoto Hotel, committed to bringing an institution of higher education back to Statesboro, Georgia. And they came, and now we have this great institution that is preparing outstanding graduates each and every day. As I close, I'm going to tell you one other thing that Irk Russell said. When he introduced Georgia Southern University, he said it in an extremely powerful way. And so when you walk out of here, I want you to walk with the pride that Irk had in GSU. He said, I'm going to say it one more time. We are Georgia Southern. Our colors are blue and white. We call ourselves the Bald Eagles. We call our offense the Georgia Power Company, which I'm sure tomorrow's commencement speaker is going to be really excited to hear. Our snap count is rate hike. We practice on the banks of beautiful Eagle Creek, and that's in Statesboro, Georgia, the gnat capital of America. Our weekends they begin on Thursday. The co-eds outnumber the men 3-2. They're all rich, and I already told you, they're all beautiful. Folks, you can't beat that, and you can't beat Georgia Southern. Class of 2024, congratulations. Go out and conquer the world. Know that I'm proud of you, I believe in you, and go be a Mr. Paul to someone.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Alton, for making this special occasion even more memorable for our graduates and guests by helping us to celebrate their achievements and inspiring all of us with your message. Now I'd like to introduce the university's provost and executive vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Carl Reiber, who will lead us through the remainder of today's ceremony. Dr. Reiber?
I'm going to go off script for just 1 second and thank Alton one more time. What a wonderful, caring, thoughtful human being. Good morning, graduates, family, friends, and guests. I, too, would like to welcome you to our spring commencement ceremony. It's truly a very special occasion. Before we begin the conferral of degrees, I am honored to continue a great tradition of Georgia Southern University, where we recognize today's graduates who are being commissioned as officers in the United States Army. We are proud of the tremendous accomplishments of the Eagle Battalion and the students who are associated with this group. It's no wonder that Georgia Southern University's Eagle Battalion is recognized as one of the best ROTC programs in the nation. Today, we are pleased to honor our graduates who have accepted a commission to serve. I would like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Nancy Tucker to the stage. And would the cadets being commissioned today please come forward and line up in front stage.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Please join me in a round of applause for our newest second lieutenants.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service. At Georgia Southern University, we have a long-standing commitment to our military-connected students and all who have served. Our student body includes veterans, active duty, guard, reserve members, spouses, and children of those who have served or are currently serving. If you are a military-connected student, or if you are in the audience and are serving or have served in the armed forces, please stand and let us thank you for your service. And you'll notice that a number of us are wearing white stoles. This indicates that we're a family member or connected to the military, and I'm very proud to wear this. We know that a soldier does not serve alone. Thank you all for your dedication and service. Faculty play a pivotal role in shaping students' academic experiences, personal development, influencing their learning outcomes, critical thinking skills, and fostering a positive and supportive educational environment. I'd like to draw your attention to the faculty members who are retiring and have been granted emeritus status by the University System of Georgia's Board of Regents. Their accomplishments are listed in your program starting on page 44. Please join me in thanking them for their fine contributions to Georgia Southern University and its students. As we reflect on the journey of knowledge and growth that brought us to this moment, it's now time to mark a significant milestone in the academic journey of our graduates with the conferral of degrees. We will begin with the presentation of candidates for graduate degrees. First, I want to recognize a special group of graduates in this group. Graduate students who have completed multiple degrees from the university join a select group. Will all of today's double eagles please rise? And will all of today's triple eagles please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. The Dean of the Graduate College will present the candidates by degree, and then the President will confer the degree. We ask that you hold your applause until all candidates have received their diplomas in order to permit each candidate to have their name heard clearly. Will Dean Kraft please come to the podium?
Good morning. I am Dr. John Kraft. It is my pleasure to serve as the Dean of the Jack N. Averett College of Graduate Studies and present the candidates for graduate degrees. Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please rise? All right. Mr. President, these candidates have satisfied all requirements prescribed by the university and are entitled to receive the doctoral degree for which they have been recommended.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer on you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty of Georgia Southern University with all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining to. I ask now that the doctoral candidates please come forward to be hooded. And remember to stop by the X for a wonderful picture with the provost and me. And then you'll also have another picture down at the bottom of the stage. Please come forward.
Jack N. Averett College of Graduate Studies. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Mitchell J. Everett, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Keely Elizabeth Amos, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Megan Ashley Polk, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Tara Lee Van Buskirk, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Isaac Christopher Taylor, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Sarah Brittany Sandbach-Greneker, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Octavia Kiera Holloway, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Sharon K. Komanecki, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Paul Douglas Sams, Doctor of Education. Mr. President, family and friends, Dr. Elizabeth K. Walker, Doctor of Education.
We will now have the presentation of candidates for master's and specialist degrees. Will the candidates receiving these degrees please rise as your degree is called? Oh, hold on. But I like the motivation. Very good. Education specialist, Master of Accounting, Master of Arts and Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, and Master of Science. Mr. President, these candidates are entitled to receive a degree for which they have been recommended upon satisfying all requirements prescribed by the university. Candidates, please remain standing.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer on you the degree for which you've been recommended by the faculty of Georgia Southern University, with all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. Please come forward, master degree candidates, and as you come to the stage on both sides, remember to stop at the X and take a lovely picture with the provost or me. There'll be another photo taken at the bottom of the stage. Please come forward.
Jack N. Averett College of Graduate Studies. Brianna Rose Corley. Brittany Ann Harris. Jessica Emily Lindbaum. Rodriguez Octavius Garner. Shelby Marissa Hawthorne. Stacy Up the Grove Hall. Cameron Elijah Ambrose. Vinique Shantae Medley. Adam Farrell Johnson. Rayleigh Elizabeth Arnold. Annabeth Margaret Morrell. Caitlin Nicole Moody. Buchanan Miller. Caitlin Emily Belknap. Forrest Jackson Kilgo. Madison Elizabeth Brock. Catherine May Baca. Jennifer Ray Scott. Meredith Lane Wynn Carter. Tammy Morris Deloach. Natalie Valencia Crockett. Brittany Ruger Roundtree. Stephen Eugene Kicklighter. Lanandi Leandra Lorita Woods. Ian Barnett. Erica Kenyarda Pugh. Ulupi P. Amin. Jennifer Hilton Hammond. Charity Sizemore. Nadia S. Bird. Tiffany Nicole Walker. Savannah Delane Mullins. Macy Victoria Wood. Lauren Vandiver. Young Ha Moon. Jason Scott Riley. Suisan Kathleen Dawson. Michael Eldridge McAlvin. Malia Ann Bobo. Andrew Zane Wiggins. Ryan William Richards. Cooper Fife. Jeffrey Tucker Hughes.
Matthew Ems.
Hannah Grace Hughes. Savannah Mackenzie Beach. James Conrad Randolph. Diana Marie Aller. Kimberly Newman Hensley. Justin Todd Hinson. Paul Trenson Titus Lewis. Janine Angele Smalls. Shonda Yvette Jackson Fulton. Carrie Elizabeth Beecher. Yotaivi Natikiyosha Washington. Janae J. Capers. Hunter Wayne Chance. Jamal LaShawn Rainey. Parker Juiced. Victoria Lee Yelton. Natalie Kim Paulus. Allison Ray Blackburn, Rendell Oren Cordova, Lindsay Michelle Presley, Benjamin Andrew Tankersley, Estefany Blanco Gonzalez, Macy Norton, Mallory Denise Lewis, Susan Ivy, Caitlin Rose Coviello, Caroline Marie Stiles, Crystal Williams White, Olivia Chandler Baldwin, Samantha Ann Mallard, Victoria Elena Van Egmond, Jody L. Ward, Noah Smith Fletcher, Lauren Ray Foster, Christina Layfield, Noah Matthew Peeler, Todd Eric Kalish Sr., Aaron Wesley Pajumko Murray, Lucas Mark Howell, William Anthony Lloyd, Kristen Perrine, Jordan James Hoffmeister, Danielle Shireen Lendrum, Akira Battle, Rachel Gallivan, Deidre R. Tillman, Kaylee Elizabeth Dickey, Amanda Shea Rodriguez, Bianca Nicole Gangali, Nia Anne Marie Rousseau, Sky Leona Browder, Alexis Alexandra Marche Wrighton, Alistair Braden Bland, Precious Melton Montgomery, Danielle Lorraine Remington, Aaliyah Brianna Allen, Taylor Alexis Arnett, Brittany Nicole Pettis, Avery Jansen Holloway,
Treyana Williams,
Tori Rice, Tara Cicino Land, Jacob Dylan Baker, Christina Ray Smith, Kirsten Laurie Holt,
Emily Knight Myers,
Courtney Darrell Powell, Shaylin Oglesby Griswold, Madeline Grace Spurlock, Sharon Emily Gregory, Desiree Delk, Kelly Madison Brown, Allison K. Sermons, Shirley Manchester, Alexandra Alina Spike, Caitlin Elise Delgado, Catherine Elizabeth McCann, Emily Savannah Nipper, Caitlin E. Carter, Brianna Rinaldi, Trinisha Westbrook, Casey M. Fleury, Taylor Janae McKinney, Brian Todd Messman, Zamara Latasia Simmons, Daniela Lee West Jackson, Phoenix Zhang, Tabitha Diane Guerrero, Abigail Regine Fritz, Alicia Marie Warwick, Erica Celeste Smith, Raven Brianna Shepard, Ashley Elizabeth Lee Musgrave, Madison Bailey Edwards, Elizabeth Marie Thompson, Grace Elizabeth Wiederwright, Mary Catherine Elizabeth Hill, Tyrion Jelani Giles, Catherine Wilson, Alyssa Irvin Tweedell, Brianne Tavon Allen, Delaney Elizabeth Lee, Barbara Samuels Woodson, Mackenzie Lane Smith, Bishina Renee Nickerson, Madison Nicole Wilson, Tiana Copeland, Jessica Cecilia Marie Polk, Marissa Ayana Davis, Amanda Joyce Garrison, Kara Taylor Gaskins, Mary Catherine Brett, Tina Michelle Rose, Madison Paige Huska, Devin Reiner, Hayla Grace Jameson, Katie Alyssa Reese, Jordan Elizabeth Mount, Chelsea Heyman, Taylor Butler McBride, Andrea Jermaine Womack, Carly Shea Whirling, Valerie Jeanette Hernandez, Aaliyah Danielle Deloach, Haley Howard, Sarah Marie Torres, Donovan Stefan Lee Johnson, Jennifer Elizabeth Cisneros Hernandez, Alexis DePriest Ramsey, Destiny Chanel Corley, Takendra English, Audrey Diane Renfro, Haley Marie Fritsch, Tyler Mark Norris, Brandon Alexander Moore, Jordan Josephine Delaney, Samuel Bennett Blackmar, Sienna Michelle Stone, Kyle I. Morgan, Jade Monet Leonard, Emma Madison Britt, James Edward Green III, Elisa Shantae Bell, Katie Christmas, Summer Blum Wells, Navlet Azaria Kalisa Roll, Emily Brooke Pierce, Jasmine Cherie Mitchell, Javida Cartier Hall. Valencia Charday Robertson. Marcus P. West. Chandler Haley Williams.
All right, one more round of applause for all of the master's students. In preparation for recognizing our bachelor's degrees and associate's degree candidates, I want to first recognize some special groups of graduates here today. Honors undergraduates are distinguished by their academic achievement, which is reflected in a grade point average significantly higher than others, and by consistent excellent work throughout their academic career. Will the candidates graduating summa cum laude please stand? Will the graduates graduating magna cum laude please stand? And will the candidates graduating cum laude please stand? Candidates, please be seated. Guests, you should hear these academic distinctions with each graduate's name when they cross the stage. In addition to graduates who have completed honors requirements, will be identified as being among Georgia Southern University's prestigious honors college students. Included within this group are the Goyle Scholars, who have received a select full-ride Goyle Scholarship. Will the Goyle Scholars and all honors graduates please stand to be recognized? Candidates, please be seated. These are great distinctions for our students and for Georgia Southern University. Please join me once again in congratulating these students and thanking the faculty who have spent so much time helping these students achieve their goals. We will now have the presentation of candidates for the undergraduate degrees by the deans of the colleges. Each college will be recognized individually, and then the president will confer all of the undergraduate degrees. Candidates are asked to return to their seat upon receiving their diploma and remain at their seat until the stage party has exited the field at the conclusion of the ceremony. We ask that you hold your applause until all candidates have received their diplomas in order for each candidate to have their name heard clearly. First college up today is the College of Education. Will Dean Garland please step forward?
Good morning. I am Jeff Garland, Dean of College of Education. Will the candidates earning degrees from the college please stand? Mr. President, the faculty of the College of Education presents these candidates who are eligible upon satisfying all the requirements prescribed by the university to receive the degree for which they have been recommended. Candidates, be seated.
You crushed it. You hit it out of the park. Good morning. I am Dr. Alan Ameson, Dean of the Parker College of Business. Will the candidates earning degrees from the Parker College please stand? Now that's what I'm talking about. Mr. President, the faculty of the Parker College of Business present these candidates who are eligible upon satisfying all the requirements prescribed for the university to receive the degree for which they've been recommended. Candidates, please be seated.
Okay, undergraduate candidates, are you ready? Please stand, undergraduate candidates. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer on you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty of Georgia Southern University with all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. I ask now that the first row of candidates please come forward. All other candidates, please be seated until your row is ushered to come forward. And remember to stop at the X for a lovely picture with me or the provost. Come forward.
Up there.
College of Education.
Brian Kreitzer, Eagle Academy.
Kaylee Alexis Stokes.
Dale Polk, Eagle Academy.
Callan Marie Kirkland, magna cum laude.
Alex Polk, Eagle Academy.
Abigail Wynell Wilkerson, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Emily Ann Pruitt, cum laude. Brooklyn Kinsey Hancock, cum laude. Louisa P. Addy. Catherine Elizabeth Bola. Alexis Nicole Shaw, cum laude. Hayden Caroline Decker. Olivia Yu Wen Allen, cum laude. Callie Rose James. Haley Marie Rochelle, magna cum laude. Ansley Elise Nigem. Emily Nicole Mowers. Allie Kate Johnson. Summer R. Weekly, magna cum laude. Ellison Faith Caldwell, cum laude. Claire Marie Bufford, cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Kelly, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Case, magna cum laude. Camden Kate Ritchie, cum laude. Kayla Jacobs Locklear. Audrey Lane Skinner. Unidria Charnay Marie Wicker. Presley Mason Brown, cum laude. Abigail Grace Guy. Megan Catherine Applegate. Casey Alana Aldrich. Maria Danielle Troldy, magna cum laude. Fallon Annabelle Rain Holland, summa cum laude. Lydia Jane Cheney. Jillian Lindsay Smith, summa cum laude. Cameron Abel Bierman. Megan H. Smith, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Cravey, cum laude. Morgan Bryn Tyler. Hannah Grace Whitaker. Carly A. Mink. Haley Elizabeth Harrison. Austin Taylor Jolie Woods, magna cum laude. Kenna Brooke Marsh, summa cum laude. Catherine Bryce Herring, cum laude. Morgan Sally Elizabeth Teston. Mackenzie David McDowell. Christy Leah Childers, summa cum laude. Martina Tiana Irvin. Madison Lynn Terry, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Naziah Sands. Madison Lynn Hardy, summa cum laude. Caitlin Renee Librand. Savannah Brooke Landis, magna cum laude. Sarah Beth Story, magna cum laude. Olivia J. Gessner. Emmanuel Carrillo Ramirez, magna cum laude. Isabella May Bruno. Tyler Grant Mabin. Olivia Michelle Tafoya, summa cum laude. Sydney Michelle Hatfield, cum laude. Abby Blythe Tefteller, cum laude. Amy Nicole McDonald. Mary Margaret Baxley, magna cum laude. Emma Grace Turner, magna cum laude. Leah E. Palmer, summa cum laude. Natalie Ann Hamill, magna cum laude. Peyton Ann Rohde, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Vigneri, magna cum laude. Emily R. Thompson, magna cum laude. Jaylee Cheyenne Williams, magna cum laude. Skylar Renee Carter, cum laude. Jalen McKinsey Morgan, magna cum laude. Kayla Ezra Terrell, magna cum laude. Kaylin C. Stoke. Asia LaFay Davis, cum laude. Amanda Catherine Kazor, magna cum laude. Caitlin Rader Hayes. Catherine Elizabeth Thigpen. Meredith Pearl Hurst, magna cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Scoggins, cum laude. Taylor Lee Redner, cum laude. Carly Brooke Maynor, cum laude. Elena Hope Wilkinson. Hope Elizabeth Futrell, magna cum laude. Mariana Balcazar. Amy Marie Scobie, cum laude. Isabella Rose Fairlam, summa cum laude. Abigail N. Morris, magna cum laude. William Cody Harp, magna cum laude. Jaylee Jordan Mims, cum laude. Avery Mandecia Pollard Weaver. Jordan Nicole Lawrence. Naja I. Gilbert, cum laude. Rebecca Ann Boston. Diana Bayo Hernandez. Camille Sidney Armstrong. Naya N. Jones, cum laude. Anna Catherine Brown, summa cum laude. Olga Reyes, cum laude. Abigail Rose Stockwell. Madison Elena Hickox, magna cum laude. Antonius DeMarco Barnes. Haley Marie Bessie, cum laude. Ethan Troy Amos Sauls. Colby Annabelle Moats, cum laude. Kelsey Madison Leggett, cum laude. Jack Samuel Schumann. Cameron Ray Hunter, magna cum laude. Colt Russell Lutz. Valerie Ann Scrack, magna cum laude. Sage McCarran Shaw. Jayla M. Jones, magna cum laude. Hannah Carson West. Agwandia LaFay Brown, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ileana Carrizo. Jillian Lavette Creek. Ansley Carolyn Jacobs. Lily Victoria Wiggins. Marie Claire Curry, cum laude. Gavin T. Rhodes. Hope A. Hansard, summa cum laude. Braden Lee Griffiths. Alana Jasmine Bowman. Nyla D. Cantrell, cum laude. Alma Rivera. Jocelyn Yvette Jimenez. Elizabeth Sanchez, cum laude. Evan Radley Thomas. Alexandra Emily Jensen, summa cum laude. Madison Ann Bussell. Paris Ajane English. Miles Alexander Davis. Laura Ashley Groover, cum laude. Bradley E. Creamer, magna cum laude. Sarah Grayson Malcolm. Zoe Taylor Wynn. Catherine Lauren Smith.
David's coming up with Parker College.
Okay.
I had to give him a backup card.
Ellie Ann Kaiser. Sophie Elizabeth McCullers, magna cum laude. Madeline Marie Fiscarelli, cum laude. Elizabeth Foster Garrett. Sydney Marie Bentz, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Maughan, cum laude. Riley Lynn Cook. Balin Ramsey Bryan. Timothy James Wright, Jr. Billy D. Simmons. Braden Dean Hurley. Walker Guy Charles Wheeler. Erica Ashley Smith, magna cum laude. Gabrielle I. Gardner, cum laude. Carly Arabella Clements, magna cum laude. Josaria DeTravia Leanne Johnson. Briande Marwena Douglas. Skylar Emile Rosser. Isabel Catherine Goff. Christian Renee Harris. Wilbert Benoit, magna cum laude. Ashton Deshay Wilson. Shemitria Tershawn Risper, cum laude. Destiny Yvonne Reynolds. Melissa Sue Hester. Felicianne Marie Houston. Judson Blake Tucker. Chandrika Jones Hill. Kennedy Madison Taylor. Noah Victor Delagrange. Atira Divine Tillman. Shamari Janae Alston. Samantha Elizabeth Bray. Aretha Brown Evans. Toby Lane Williams. Jacob Alexander Shepard. Parker College of Business.
Lydia Dale Sherholz, summa cum laude. Adravion M. Parks. Morgan E. Williams. Marcus Riley Collier. Blythe A. Moore. Abigail Carrington Dodens. Eric Riley Guzman. Julia Powell Whitlow. Isabella S. Nobles. James Wilburn Hickam IV.
Javon Allen Ray.
Virginia Morgan Mathis. Cameron Singh Crosby. Kathleen May Brooker.
Michaela Renee Golston.
Michael Trey Gary. Samuel James Blancato, cum laude. Sven Chad McCaskill. Davis Mitchell Smith. Danielle Ensley Young, magna cum laude. Anthony D. DeMola. Andrew Michael Rismondo. Jared Daniel Jenkins, magna cum laude. Malcolm Leon Johnson III. Ellis Nemtsov, magna cum laude. Isabel B. Slapikas, magna cum laude. Callie Elizabeth Merrill. Michaela Rochelle Whaley, summa cum laude. Cameron Giselle Starkey. Joseph Kalana Smith, cum laude. Matthew Brendan Mitchell, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Burrell, magna cum laude. Judson Blair. Leela Claire Harshbarger, summa cum laude.
11.
Frank P. Castle, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Connor James Marshall. Eugene Julian Ederson II. Anna Chelsea Hewitt. Chowdhury D. Diane. Cameron Russell Nalta, magna cum laude. Tane M. de Villiers. Michael J. Thomas. Oscar Perez Gomez. Elijah Michael Lay. Christian Miles Cantrell. Bryce Dixon Farmer, cum laude. Devin McHale Nelson.
He did great.
Kaya N. Jones. Jolie Page Blackman. Madison June James, cum laude. Kara Sienna Kimmons. Leon W. Clemens III. Claire Christine Cates. Avery Reese Hutton. Lila Margaret Lanier. Sydney Bailey Morris. Morgan Ashley Jennings. Emma Nicole Harding. Andy Elizabeth Halley. Valeria Abigail Bendeck Cortez, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Nicole Campbell. Lauren Taylor Copeland. Andrew Stephen Boyette. Celie H. Jarrett. Sydney R. Jordan. Lillianne Marie Shaw. Rebecca Grace Haney. Dory Elaine Reynolds. Cheyenne Dejiana Robertson. Naomi F. Strauss. Morgan Elizabeth Lee. Allie Elizabeth Martinek. Harrison Matthew Collop.
Kaylin Williams.
Michael Rolando Meireles. Haley Lynn Potter. Charles P. Collins Jr., cum laude. Jessica Nicole Moore. Ben Jackson Pavlisak. Asher Knowlton Harris, magna cum laude. William Lewis Allen IV. Jacob Connor Butler. Matthew David Lowry. Trenton E. Williams, cum laude. Kurt Michael Devine. Eric Charles, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Claire E. Nycham. Warren Randall Hutchinson, cum laude. Jake Ryan Mahood. Christopher John Powers. Connor Neil Olson, magna cum laude. Dylan P. Riley, magna cum laude. Sean Patrick Mayville. Bryson Greer Young. Brody Hunter Thompson. Drake Walker Bieber. Andrew McGregor Scott. Ariel Adonis Gonzalez. Mason A. Doss, magna cum laude. Robert Caleb Radcliffe. Cameron Joseph Slayton, magna cum laude. Divine Angelica Denise Brockinson. David Gray Suggs Jr. Anthony Vincent Infante. Matthew C. Gomez. Cassandra Swanson Gundich, cum laude. Madison Lee Cathy. Carson Hope Cruz. Tyler J. Shrewsbury. Bryant Luke Busby. David Cody Liskey. Sarah E. Stiltner. Lady Jamie Nicole Jenkins. Stella Grace Fleming. Matthew Craig Waldron.
Adrian Nicole Carson.
Austin Isaac Thrift. Jessica Lanice Neesmith. Abraham Esteban Bueso Pascua. Addison Taylor Williams. Ethan Dane Michael, magna cum laude. Trinity Page Fields. Drew Leland Harp, cum laude. Alexander C. Perpinen, magna cum laude. Daniel O. Cortez, magna cum laude. Hugh Titus Singletary IV. Cody Christopher McClellan. Cade D. Scott. Devin James Bell. Alexander Ashley Noblet. Logan H. Von Waldner. Ledoux Rollerson. Jaden Jerron Robinson, magna cum laude. Caden Ray Capanis. Wyatt R. Rice. Connor Brian Sigelski, summa cum laude. Chase Hampton Jackson. Bradley Graham Kaminsky. Emmanuel Jordan Alexis. Coleman Lindo Marini. James Richard Donnan. Colin Robert Kaprowski. Hayden James Carner, cum laude. Gabriel Dario Reyes, Kristen Marie Wright, Brandon Cabrera, Jude Raymond Sowell,
Flip it the other way so the Georgia Southern is out. There you go.
Sierra Naomi Foster, Kiera Allen, Reagan E. Velp, magna cum laude, Taylor L. Pitts, Haley E. Powell, April Boyette, Jane Coe Fleming, Penn Brian Knispel, Nia Brianna Howard, Cade M. Downs, magna cum laude, Rachel Ellen Hammond, Brookley Faith Lewis, cum laude, Abigail Rose Bannock, Alexander Clay Williams, Mackenzie Lee Randall, Taryn Hunter Oliver, Carolina L. Guerrero, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar.
Woohoo! Go Carolina! Hey.
William Russell Sherman, Aaron Rose Hanley, Jillian Nicole Wahus, cum laude, Madison Carol Underwood, Alexis Brianna Wiggins, Jaylee Marie Smith, Haley Samantha Waters, Riley Hales Hart, cum laude, James Austin Shiflett, Abigail Grace Moore, Noah Brannon McFarland, Ansley R. Bassett, cum laude,
Let your grad pass out. Don't make it bigger.
Emily Grace Kelly, Tucker Burdell McCormack, Avery Caroline Keywert, Mallory Elizabeth Green, summa cum laude, Cohen Adam Liner, cum laude, Heather Ann Bunch, Rebecca Bayless, Brandon Carey Zipperer, Soraya Grace Bagheri, Trevor Craig Williams, Jared Charles Emmanuel Ume, Cody Michael Metzger, Aaliyah Rose Hines, magna cum laude, Rhett William Hawley, Maggie R. White, Calvin Scott Carter, Garrett Michael Grandstaff, Daniel Earl McGathlin Jr., magna cum laude, Tanner Isaac Whiteman, Bradley Scott Christian, Catherine Grace Jababi, Sydney Marie LaBeouf, Anthony D. Jones, Aubrey Holt Vaughn, Grayson Foss Riggs, William Evan Griffin, summa cum laude. Reed H. Schaff, cum laude. Alexis Renee Roberts, William Matthew Myers, Abigail Mary Fowler, Stanley Lee Simpson V, cum laude. Genevieve Seiden, Patrick J. Flynn, Ashley Christina Reese, Jackson Lane Purvis, Ian Ross Slutsky, Barrett James Johnson, Casey Joseph Wood, Lucas Walker Hopkins, Cole Douglas McDermott, Jackson David Dyer, Morgan Terry Gilbert, Lauren Bryant, Casey James Miller, Matthew Daniel Hagan, Avery Caroline Hutchinson, magna cum laude. Dan Warren Estes III, Anna Caroline Gwynn, Daniel Antonio Amaya, Patrick James Mulheron, Michael Truitt Monteith Jr., Christopher J. Howell, Aaron Claire Messick, Carson R. Blackford, cum laude. Keaton Annalise Kaufman, Jackson Kelly Fahey, Billy Tillman, Allison Lee Daly, Jasmine Bernay Cohn, Macy Jordan Wilkes, Joseph Isidore Kaplan, William Christopher Babineau, Curtis James Mincy, Marky Lee Ogie, Jackson Cole Williamson, John Matthew Calhoun, Caleb Matthew Spires, Michaela N. Lineberry, Caitlin Michelle Hare, cum laude. Caitlin Grace Crawford, magna cum laude. Aleticia Evelyn Tooley, Queen Star Nana Dumea Mensa, Ian Alexander Ortloff, John Robert Taylor, Kyle Pete Beal, Cabry Jane Bishop, cum laude. Daniel Reed Schmidt, Patrick Forrest Stotler, Zachary James Foley, Tate Henry Skipper, Peyton Thomas Bauhan, Edward Morgan Beckham
Yep,
IV.
step back in.
Abigail Solivano. Colby James Hill. Nicholas A. Whitaker Jr. Brendan M. Entrican, cum laude. Harrison Michael Milner. Rebecca Ann Ennis, magna cum laude. Devin Marie Thomas. LaShonda Sharika Wright. Grayson Tyler Brand. Olivia Grace Pugh, summa cum laude. McKenna Jolene Duke. Jalen Marcus Blackshear. Ashley Sitlali Moreno. Gabriel Biscotti. Katie R. Cook. Megan G. Connolly. Lindsay Catherine Kanak, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Fitzgibbon.
We have number 10. I'm going to sneak her in line just right at the back.
Maggie Elizabeth Ponder, magna cum
I
laude.
got this. You're good, Amanda.
Emma Micheline Sutton. Alexis Elizabeth Anderson, cum laude. Smith Ransom Adams. Shambly Diana Russell. Donovan J. Spivey. Callaway Reese Kaysen. DeJay Marie Rowland. Jabrian Jason Coleman. Tatiana Smith. Allie Joe Fordham. Delaney Elizabeth Richter Anderson. Oscar Toft Bielsdorf, summa cum laude. Carter Braden French. Dakota C. Watson. John Kennard Riddle. Lawrence Adrian Collier IV. Abby Catherine Adams. Jackson Scott Moody. Audrey Lynn Wagner. Alexa Danielle Spring, summa cum laude. Hannah Grace Duncan. Nicholas Gregory Henderson. Nicholas M. Roberts. Noah Samuel Greenberg. Tori Camille Alexander. MacBrien Fung Tuan Cao. Leslie Sharon Oliva Carrillo. Michael Stephen Moyers. Marie Ashley Lay. Arendita Abigail Camacho. David Anthony Stubbs.
Amanda Castro.
Carly Adalyn Williams. Miles J. Jackson. Cassidy Ryan Kirk, summa cum laude. Zachariah Cameron McQuillan. Alexander Manuel Pagan. Theisman Dean Lovelace. Donald Michael Warren Baggedy Jr. Joshua Daniel Bars. Megan Louise Self. Jeffrey Thomas Detweiler. Jackson Todd Appleby. Bonnie Jean Bass. Owen Hires Johns. Ryan Christopher Tulos. Zachary Hawkins Ellington. Conlon Xavier Muller. Zachary Thomas Cowan. Jackson Tyler Woods. Angie Jones. Carter Wallace Carew. Pablo Esparza. Jaquari Marquez Walker. Riley August Maletsky. Charles Patterson Wren, magna cum laude. Andrew C. Minshew Jr. Caroline Liz Malcolm. Jack Wilcox. Thomas Avery Gilmer. Caroline Fairchild Jones. Landon Cole O'Daniel, magna cum laude. Justin McKay Stafford. Ajani Janea White, summa cum laude. Tyler J. Knight. Alana N. Richardson, summa cum laude. John Barry Dodd. Adrian Dwayne Mack Jr. Michael T. Durrance. Daniel Josiah Cooper. Alexia Deasia Wallace. Jacob Donald Reese. Madison Rihanna Laster. Hunter Ryan Jones, magna cum laude. Sierra Marie Good. Clayton James Green. Amanda Lee Chikelli. Christopher Colin Whiten. Nicholas P. Milzarek. Tyler Mack Nolan. Jacob Ryan Meese. William Russell Hardy. Isaac C. Palmer. Michael Joseph Beck. James H. Vagadis. Kalia Detriana Kent. Christian Antonio Perez, cum laude. Joshua Onesimus Martin. Aaron Edward Mead. DeAndre A. Coles. Jamie L. Barbosa, magna cum laude. Desmond Lee Thomas. Tristan Elijah Aldridge. McCall Taylor Chamberlain. Zaria Janessa Cunningham, magna cum laude. Kinser Grace George. George Jerome Harrison III. Zekiah Thomas. Talia Halana Holloway. Kimbriana Nicole Peak. Farhan Taiwo Alimi, cum laude. Amari Danae Walton. Allison Powers. Ashley Houghton Eller. Kendall Alexandra Sage. Jackson M. Bostick. Eric M. Maurice. Ryan T. Vaughn Sr. Jackson P. Bice. Ethan Abercrombie Abbott. Jack Lassiter. Matthew Joseph Trewick. Tyler Jack Murray. Chloe Grace St. Germain, cum laude. Zachary Cade Powell. Lauren Catherine Bates. Aaron B. Long, summa cum laude. Caroline Elizabeth Cutter. Carmelo Christian Gracia. Rachel Sidney Van Buren. Thomas Billingsley Rogers. Chesley Chase Dial Watson. John Dawson Acox. Chandler Chance Dial Watson. Samantha Morgan Beach. Olumuyiwa Paul Fadahensi. Lindsay Hunter Ammons, magna cum laude. Jamel Brian Benton. John Griffin Carter. Kyle Matthew Toole. Gavin Cole Tacto. Mackenzie Diane McClure. Devon J. Meji Hassani Fret. Kinsley Grace Bound. Mitchell Payne Canavan. Elizabeth Ruth Vandergriff. Louis Lumpkin White. Michaela Imani Gabrielle Tucker Barnes. Macy Michelle Weldon, cum laude. Zane Matthew Kite. Matthew Fisher. Carlin Alexandra Nordstrom, magna cum laude. Chandler Matthew Evans. Tamira Lachey Stewart. Bryson Ryan Bacon. Myra Martinez. Reagan Elizabeth Murphy. William Curtis Lowry. Kaylee Elise Adcock. Levi Roy Fish. Amber Shane Dees. Madeline Grace Newton. Aaliyah Nevaeh Daniels, cum laude. Devin Javaris Green Jr. Avery Alexa Hurdle. Carly Reagan Ward, Amelia Grace Pulley, Mary Grace Nunnally Bryan, Emmy K. Hudson, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Ashton E. Childs, Juliet Mueller, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Sari, Devin E. Cantel, Grace Marie Kennedy, Hayden E. Montross, Ansley Elizabeth Scott, summa cum laude. Isabella Rose Alvera, Carson Payne England, Madison Ann Spigner, Savannah Reagan Surratt, America Leonard Maldonado, cum laude. Taylor Elise Stinson, Andreas Abraham Martinez, Haley Nicole King, Jake Robert Miller, Samantha Brooke Scherer, Aaron Pyron, Skylar Nicole Antley, Anasha Brichet Taylor, Andrew S. Childress, Sky Jolie Thompson, Sawyer Heiser Smith, Joshua Lawrence Blake, Aria Janae Fisher, Imani Monet Richardson, Kateria Tonise Rowland, Jaden Mackenzie Brown, summa cum laude. Hannah Grace Thigpen, Kiwan Jaheim Jones, Anaya Mackenzie Harris, Talia Carter, Juliana Elizabeth McKinney, Tiara Dion Hickman, cum laude. Anaya Mackenzie Harris, Morgan Marie Henderson, Kiashana Tanisha Ruth, Montasia Simone Jackson, cum laude. Ashley Aaliyah Davis, Summer Marie Atkins, Sydney Jamaria Robinson, Seth William Robertson, Jakayla Lachey Hudson.
This completes the conferring of degrees. In a moment, I will ask that you stand and join in the singing of our alma mater, to be followed by the recessional. Graduates, once the recessional begins, please follow the faculty as you recess out. We are encouraging everyone to proceed to the exits in orderly fashion and meet up with family members outside of the stadium. For those of you who have remained and have been resilient, now listen to me. First, graduate, it is now your privilege to move the tassel on your mortarboard from the right side to the left side to signify your status as a graduate of Georgia Southern University. Friends and family, I present to you the class of 2024. Now please stand as you are able for the singing of our alma mater, to be followed by the recessional, the stage party, faculty, and graduates. The alma mater will be led by Brett Okoye. And in case you have not memorized the words, they're on page 50 of your program and will be on the screen. Brett, lead us.
From humble farm beginning, sprung up from sandy earth, among the towering pine trees is a treasure of great worth. Her price cannot be measured in silver or in gold, but in the love and loyalty that many hearts enfold. Georgia Southern University, on eagle's wings you soar. We pledge to you our loyalty and love forevermore. Through triumphs and through trials, our alma mater stood, as solid as the oak trees, for justice and for good. As through these gates we travel, and though our ways must part, our Georgia Southern memories will keep within our heart. Georgia Southern University, on eagle's wings you soar. We pledge to you our loyalty and love forever.